right, testing. Testing. How do we look? Can anybody hear me? Can people hear me? There's going to be a fairly significant delay with this stream. We're all going to have to deal with it. But hopefully you guys can see my picture pretty well. Hopefully the quality is good enough for you guys to read. I'm going to give people time to gather. Hopefully we can get started around 2. But hopefully the video quality is decent. I don't know if that's going to cut it with this stream. We're all going to have to deal with it. But all right, hopefully you guys can see my picture pretty well. The technology is working. Hopefully the quality is good enough for you guys to. Very cool. I'm going to let things run until about 2 o'clock. I'm just going to try to let people gather. I want as many people as possible to have the opportunity to be here from the start if they want to be. If that's going to cut it with this this stream, we're all going to have to deal with it. But all right, hopefully you guys can see my picture pretty well. The technology is working. Hopefully the quality is good enough for you guys to. Yeah, I'm just going to give it another 3 minutes for people to gather. We got 8 people in the stream right now. It's pretty good. I'm going to let things run until about video right now. I'm just going to try to let people gather. Video quality is not amazing. I want as many people as possible to have the opportunity to be here from the start if they want to be. Hopefully it cuts the mustard once we get going today with this. I'll try to talk through this stream. We're all going to have to deal with it. Oh, the audio's doubling? But, all right. Hopefully you guys can see my picture pretty well. Let me see here. Trying to figure out why that might be. Hopefully that'll be better. I have it muted on my computer. I have everything muted on my computer. Okay, delayed audio doesn't surprise me terribly. Let's see here. Okay, it's better? Okay. All I did was close out the video that I was watching myself on. Okay, that's weird. All right, so I guess I just can't, okay, I guess I just can't open up the, I guess I just can't open up the other video. That's kind of weird. Another mic is picking up the sound. I don't have another mic plugged in as far as I know. That's really interesting. I've done this before and it's not happened, so I'm not really sure. Ron, I should be able to do that, yes. At least some of them will allow me to trade up or trade down. But we're going to do a lot of them, so odds are every possible scenario is going to happen at least once. Okay, looks like we have about 12 people in the, looks like we have about 12 people. I'm going to give it until 2. 13 people now. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully this works. Hopefully we have fun. Hopefully we learn something. Yeah, I don't know what the other microphone could be. I don't have another microphone plugged in. That's very weird. All right, 1 minute. I'm going to give it 1 more minute. I'm looking at the clock. We've got 13 people in here. I think we can probably get up a lot higher than that as the stream goes on, but that's still a pretty good count. Just for anybody out there who might care, I will probably be streaming Persona again later tonight. But this is a special occasion stream. 30 seconds, and then we'll kind of get into things here. just so everybody knows, I'm going to be doing more than one mock draft simulation. As you can see, there are a ton of different websites that allow you to do mock draft simulations, and I'm going to be going through as many as we can. All right, 5 seconds. All right, it's 2 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and get started. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Thank you to everybody who has been coming to my Persona 5 streams lately. Thank you to everybody who's been watching my videos. Thank you to everybody who might be new to my channel. Today, I decided I wanted to set aside some time in the afternoon to go over some mock draft simulations for the upcoming 2020 NFL Draft. Now, I have made a lot of draft content over the last month and a half. If you guys have been watching my videos, you will have seen it. If you guys have been coming into my streams, you will have seen even more. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go to a bunch of different websites on the internet, PFF, Draft Simulator, just a Walk the Mock, firstpick.com, PFN, a whole bunch of different websites that make mock draft simulators. And what these do is they allow you to take control of a team in the upcoming 2020 NFL Draft, and they allow you to make picks for that team just as the team is going to have to do in the next week. So we're going to go through sites, we're going to play with the settings, and we're going to see what kind of mock drafts we can come up with as we go through. So I am going to be making decisions in this draft with the free agent moves the Seahawks have made so far in mind, as well as the potential free agent moves we could still make in mind. So my vision for this team might not align with everyone else's vision of this team. My perspective of our team needs might not align with everyone else's perspective of team needs. But regardless, I will be looking at chat as we go through this. I will be taking opinions. I will be trying to save these results, and we'll try to see what we can come up with. So we're going to start with Pro Football Focus Mock Draft Simulator. And we're going to see how, so we're going to be doing 7 rounds for every mock draft we do, because why wouldn't you? And we're going to, of course, pick the Seattle Seahawks as our team. We're going to go very fast because we want to get through the other team's picks as fast as possible. And then we have the board. So these are the settings that we're going to play with as we go through different mocks. So we can do 100% Pro Football Focus's draft board, or we can do 100% Public's mock board, draft board, or we can do a mixture. So we're going to start with 100% Pro Football Focus. Draft for needs. This is the next setting we're going to be playing with here. We can say that teams are not going to draft for need at all, or they're going to draft for needs pretty much exclusively. I think that in reality, there is no chance that teams are going to only draft for need, not at all. So we're going to skip that setting. So we're going to start with a little and care for positional value. So this setting is basically, if you set it to not at all, teams will not care at all if they're getting good value with their picks. And if you set it to most importantly, down at the bottom, they will prioritize positional value the most. So again, I don't think any teams will be saying they don't care about positional value at all. So we're going to start with a little random, less random, not random at all. Obviously, this just increases the wow factor of drafts where a team might surprise you. And I think it's safe to say that in reality, there's no such thing as a real NFL draft with no randomness at all. Every year, a team will surprise you. So we're going to play with the settings of random and less random. We're going to go with just random. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and get started. I played with this tool a little bit a couple weeks ago. It's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and try to get this mock started. You may need to allow cookies. Okay, why is this thing being a little difficult? Okay, we got a little bit of a false start here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just quickly punch all that shit back in. Okay, we're going to go very fast. We're going to go 100% PFF, a little, random, And we're going to start the mock. All right, here we go, guys. Do you want to perform a pre-draft trade? Let's just start the mock draft. Okay, so already we see a little bit of randomness in this draft class. So we now have our pick. So let's go through what's happened so far in the draft. The Bengals have taken Tua. The Redskins have taken Jerry Jeudy. The Giants took Joe Burrow, which, okay. Wow, okay, so this draft has already kind of gone off the rails. You guys need to check this out. I don't know if you guys can read the video that well, but Joe Burrow went to the Giants, who just drafted Daniel Jones last year. So this mock draft has already kind of gone off the rails. The Cleveland Browns have taken Henry Ruggs the third, which is also very weird given that they have good receivers, but okay. So again, we're going to just try to work with these confines. So we are on the clock. The last player taken was Michael Pittman Jr., so he went in the first round, which is crazy. Jordan Elliott went a little bit before him. AJ Espinoza went in the went to New England. Let's see what else here. T. Higgins went to Miami. Wow. Look at this mock draft. This is kind of crazy. I know I punched in random. I kind of knew it was going to have some weird results, but this is pretty out there, man. So let's take a look at our options here. We have Jalen Johnson, Curtis Weaver, Patrick Queen. So right away, we're just going to go ahead and write some guys off. I do not want a cornerback with this pick. I do not want a linebacker with this pick. I definitely don't want a quarterback. Justin Jefferson seems like a bit of a reach. Brandon Ayuk is interesting. Denzel Mims is interesting. Muti is actually projected to go pretty high in this draft, it looks like. We have Antoine Winfield Jr. here. So we're going to go ahead and scroll through here, see what options we like. Okay, Becton looks like he's fallen all the way to our pick in this simulation. And Mekhi Becton, I think, was projected to be a top 10 pick, but then he failed a drug test. Here's Chasen, an edge defender from LSU. I know there are some people in the chat who like him. Matabuke is an interesting prospect. Neville Gallimore is interesting. Ross Blacklock is here as well. Ezra Cleveland is here as well. Did I skip over a tackle? No. Okay, so given these options, okay, here's Gross Matos as well, but his draft stock has just fallen through the floor, so we're going to pass him. So as you can see, we have a ton of different options here. So all right, so we're going to go ahead and reduce us down to receiver, running back, tackle, interior offensive lineman, D-line, edge defender, and yeah, okay. So I think that with this mock draft, our best pick is probably going to be Becton, just because he is a okay. So I can either draft Becton, I think that's probably the most likely thing, or I can try to trade down with the Chargers, the Panthers, the Dolphins, the Browns, the Bears, or the Steelers. So I think because all of these options involve us trading down way too far, we're going to go ahead and draft Becton, and we're going to get our mock draft started like that. All right. Now the draft is going. Ooh, Emmett, this is going to be interesting to you, but this mock draft has Muti going in the first round. So I know you like him a lot, and that's got to be very relevant to your interests. All right, so now we have our pick at number in the second round, number 59. And once again, we're going to reduce it down to positions of actual need. So we're going to go receiver, running back, interior offensive line, D-line, edge defender. So we have some interesting options here with our first pick in the second round. We have Gallimore, we have Blacklock, we have Gross Matos still there. Devon Hamilton's kind of interesting. Chase Claypool, I like Chase Claypool, but maybe not in the second round. DeAndre Swift is interesting. Zach Moss, kind of interesting. Jonathan Taylor, somewhat interesting. Clyde Edwards-Helaire from LSU, the running back, kind of interesting. Let's see here. So, I think that the biggest immediate need for this team is interior defensive line, because we only have 2 real good defensive tackles on the team right now. And one of them is Poona Ford, who I think Poona Ford is good, but he's a clearly a 2-down player at best. I think that's actually a bigger need than edge defender. So I'm probably going to go ahead and go Gallimore. I like Gallimore. I don't want to trade down because we'd have to move down at least 12 spots. And Gallimore is a guy who I think is great value here. So I'm going to go ahead and draft him. And we're going to fast forward just a few picks to get to the last pick of the second round. All right. We have 20 viewers in the stream, by the way, now, guys. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. All right. So now we get another pick. Gross Matos still on the board. Now, if you take a look at the positions we've addressed, we've taken a prime tackle. We've taken a D line. So to me, the biggest needs remaining for this team are interior offensive line and edge defender. So we're going to reduce our board down to those 3 positions. We have Darrell Taylor and Gross Matos. Again, this is the end of the second round. Let's see here. So Biadaz is a pick that we could make here. Matt Hennessy is a pick we could make here. Logan Stenberg is a pick we could make here. I like all that. I like Terrell Lewis too. Gross Matos, in the second round, it might be a little more reasonable to take Gross Matos. Keegan Daly, Gross Matos' draft stock has been falling the last couple of weeks. So let's see here. So we have, let me think here real quick. Because Gross Matos, I thought we would take maybe in the first round, but then I started to like him less and less. But in the second round, it might be a little more reasonable. It was kind of like when we took DK Metcalf. And a lot of people said, if we had taken Metcalf in the first round, I wouldn't have liked it because it would have been too big a risk. But we got him in the second round, so nobody was saying anything bad about that pick. So Gross Matos might be kind of the same thing, where if we get him in the second round, people aren't going to be unhappy about it. I don't want to trade down. That's 11 picks. That's too much. So I'm going to go ahead and take Gross Matos. And we are moving on to the third round, guys. So let's see who comes off the board. Looks like a few players who I was potentially interested in. Zach Moss just went, which hurts. Logan Stenberg went 1 pick before me, which hurts. Let's see. Zach Moss. Yeah, J.K. Dobbins. Here's the LSU running back. Tyler Biadaz has gone in the third round to Tennessee, which that shows how far his draft stock has fallen. Let's see. Oh, Jacob Eason went in the third round to the Patriots. Ouch. Devon Hamilton finally went to the Chargers in the third round. Let's see. Jake Fromm finally went in the third round. Chase Claypool went to Tampa Bay. I don't know why they would need another receiver, but okay. DeAndre Swift went to Arizona. Jonathan Taylor went to the Jets. Ooh, Hunter Bryant finally came off the board early in the third round. All right. Okay. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on receiver. We're going to keep an eye on interior offensive line. We're going to go ahead and say defensive line still just because. All right. So based off my positional so I've narrowed it down by position again. We have Terrell Lewis. He's a very interesting guy to take with the 101st pick. This is what we are now in the 4th round, if I'm correct. Oh, running back. I forgot running back. Okay, so if I'm correct, this is the 4th round. So we have some interesting options. We have Terrell Lewis, who I think a lot of people would really like. Terrell Lewis. Damian Lewis, I don't know as much about him. Nick Harris, I don't really like. James Lynch is interesting, but I don't know if I like him. I really like Matt Hennessy. I would be totally down with taking Matt Hennessy. Cam Akers, kind of interesting. Raekwon Davis, kind of interesting. I think that Terrell Lewis needs to be the pick here because this is tremendous value. If I traded down, I could trade down 6 spots to the Bengals, but somebody would take Terrell Lewis, I think. So I'm just going to go ahead, punch in Terrell Lewis, and that gives us a wonderful foundation of edge defenders to build on. All right, so let's take a look at what happened since our pick. We have Bryce Hopkins. Okay, Damian Lewis finally went. Throckmorton went. Let's see here. Isaiah Wilson. Oh, damn it. Okay. All right. So now we are at pick number 133. This is our third to last pick. We're going to go ahead and highlight receivers, running backs, interior offensive line, and defensive line. All right. So we have Lloyd Cushenberry III, a guard from LSU. Devin Duvernay. People in the chat, tell me what you think about Duvernay. I've heard some really interesting things about him. Darnell Mooney, I've heard some interesting things about him as well. Gabriel Davis is actually very interesting to me as well. I would definitely be all over that. Kevin Dotson, the guard from Louisiana. Shane Lemieux is still available. Did something happen to Shane Lemieux in the last couple weeks? Because I expected him to be a first-round pick. I like Duvernay because we haven't taken a receiver yet. I like Mooney for the same reason. Cephas, I don't know of as well. Gabriel Davis, I remember scouting him a little bit and being fairly impressed. Yeah, Duvernay's interesting to me. He's definitely on the short list, but Lemieux falling this far is really weird. Did Lemieux get arrested in the last couple weeks or something? Does somebody have any inside information on what's going on with Shane Lemieux? Yeah, because we just signed Upati, because it seems like we're going to go ahead and go with some veterans in the interior of our offensive line. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Duvernay. And we're picking again in 11 picks. And there's no option to trade down. Nobody is interested in trading to my spot. So I'm going to go ahead and draft Duvernay. And we're going to be picking again very shortly. All right. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at running backs. We're going to be looking at interior offensive linemen. And we're going to be looking at DL. Okay, Shane Lemieux is still a pick I can make, and this is what, the 6th round or the 5th round? This is interesting. I think the pick has to be Lemieux because at this point he's a massive steal, but I'm just going to go ahead and punch that in now. I mean, I don't think there's much to think about. And we have one pick left, and it's going to be a minute before it comes up. Jonathan Greenard finally comes off the board, by the way. He was there the whole time. That's an interesting one if he actually falls that far. I thought Lemieux was supposed to be the best guard prospect in this draft, according to a lot of people. Okay, and now we are at our last pick. John Simpson, Keith Ishmael. Okay, so we're going to reduce it a little bit. Let's take a look at cornerbacks. Let's take a look at running backs and interior. Okay, let's take a look at these positions. Keith Ishmael might be the most interesting guy here. Let's scroll through. Miles Bryant, the cornerback from Washington. Is that a Pete Carroll pick? I could take Lamar Jackson, the cornerback from Nebraska. He's still here. Salvon Ahmed. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just punch in Keith Ishmael because I never took an interior offensive lineman. Or I can trade down with Carolina 7 picks. Or I can take John Simpson. They're both, both guards. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take John Simpson, I guess. And that will conclude our first mock draft. So let's take a look at how the draft wraps up. Somebody took Lamar Jackson all the way down here. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay. Here's what Pro Football Focus thinks of our mock draft. Becton, they didn't really like. Neville Gallimore, they liked more or less. Gross-Matos, they were pretty positive on. Terrell Lewis, pretty positive. So basically, they were pretty solid on every pick we made except for Becton, which they were very lukewarm on. All right, so let's see here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save these results. So PFF. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try to save these results. PFF, 100% PFF, little. Okay. 64 gross Matos. So I'm gonna write these down real quick. Just gonna give me 1 second, guys. Lewis, 101 Lewis, 133 Duvernay, 144 Lemieux, and 214 Simpson. Okay, so this is our first mock draft today. We're going to be doing a lot more, but offhand, we addressed our need at right tackle. We did a pretty good job of attacking our offensive line issues. We got a tackle of the future and a couple of interesting guard prospects. We got a receiver who could become the number 3 receiver very quickly in this offense. We got 2 edge defenders who I'm high on, and we got Neville Gallimore to clog up the middle, which we need immediately. So this mock draft, I think it's pretty good. I like this mock draft, so I've written everything down. We are going to go ahead and do a new draft. And this time we're going to go less random. So this time the mock draft should be going a good deal more predictably. But we're going to keep everything else the same for the moment. We're going to go ahead and start this mock. Okay, we're not going to do a pre-draft trade because I don't think those happen very often. So here come the picks. I might dabble with the idea of trading up. But for the first few times, I'm not. Okay, so we did a new mock draft. What do we have? Okay, the Bengals took Burrow. The Redskins took Okuda, which is kind of out there. The Lions took Judy. Chase Young went to the Giants. Tua went to the Dolphins. Okay, so the draft is a little more normalized, but still a little out there. Michael Pittman and Jalen Reagor both went in the top 25. AJ Espinoza went to New England. T. Higgins went to Minnesota. These mock drafts have been hitting the receivers hard, man. Curtis Weaver went to Miami with a 26th pick. That's kind of a little out there to me. So, what do we need? Receivers, running backs, tackles, interior linemen, and D-line edge defenders. All right, so let's take a look at our options here. Okwara, Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, Denzel Mims, Muti, again, Pro Football Focus really likes Muti. KJ Hamler, too high for him. Jonah Jackson, Zach Bond, Cesar Ruiz. Okay, so right off the bat, I see 3 guys here. There are, no, 4 interesting picks here. I see Cesar Ruiz, Marlon Davidson, Becton, and Chison. Uh, 26 viewers in the stream right now. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Okay, so this is tough. Becton has once again fallen to us. Becton could be the right tackle of the future after giving, 1 year to Shell. Ruiz could be the center of the future. We're probably only going to have Finney for a year or two. Davidson could be an edge defender of the edge defender. I'm tempted to trade down because these 4 guys, I would be happy with all 4 of these guys. And I think we could get one of them in the second round. So if I trade down with the Colts, very good chance I can get one of those 4 guys with my first pick anyway. So I'm going to see about that. I'm going to try to trade down. Ooh, okay, so I want to trade down, and let's see if we can pick up the 75th overall pick. I don't care about future picks. I'm not willing to give up more than the 27th pick. I'm not really... Okay, let's see here. My trade offer has been turned down. So let's try to get a 4th round pick instead. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck. I fucked that up. Okay. We are Restarting that mock. I fucked up. I fucked up. I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. We're doing another one. All right, let's take a look. Okay, obviously things are going to change a little bit, but not a lot. Okay, so receiver, running back. Yeah, I'm an idiot, guys. I pulled a Tim Ruskell with Steve Hutchinson there. Okay, so who do we have this time? We have T. Higgins, kind of interesting. Ayuk, Mems, Muti, interesting. Okay, Ruiz, Davidson, Becton, and Chison are all still there. So, I think we are going to try to trade down again. Try to trade down. This time, we're going to go with the 34th pick, and we're going to go 122, and we're going to see if we can get that trade in. Okay, they will not do that trade. Okay, 34, and at this point, I don't know if it's really worth it. So we're going to do 160, 193. Okay, I only have one more try to get this trade through, so let's just go 160. All right, guys, we did it. We have traded down. The Colts have taken our first round pick, and we have received their first pick in the second round, plus a late round pick. So I still think we can get somebody we really like here. So we're going to continue the mock draft. Wow, nobody who I wanted went. Okay, so our choice now is T. Higgins, Cesar Ruiz, Marlon Davidson, Becton, and Chison. Yeah, sorry, Salwinder. I know I'm going to mispronounce these names. I can't help it. But I'm going to try Chison, the edge defender from LSU. I'm not trading down. I know that. So I'm going to go ahead and take Chison, and we're going to see how that goes for us. All right. Mock draft is going. Okay, we are now picking at number 59. And we still need a receiver, running back. We need an offensive tackle, interior offensive lineman, and defensive line. Okay, let's see our options. Devon Hamilton, interesting. Chase Claypool, interesting. KJ Hill, interesting. Zach Moss, DeAndre Swift, somewhat interesting. Jonathan Taylor. Let's see here. Robert Hunt, Nick Harris. Austin Jackson fell all the way to the bottom of the second round. Matt Hennessy still here, obviously. Cam Akers still here. Isaiah Wilson. Can anybody think of any reason why Isaiah Wilson would fall to the bottom of the second round? That's not a bad idea for a pick because, remember, we got an edge defender with our first pick in this mock. I'm going to go with Isaiah Wilson tentatively, or we trade down with Kansas City. If we trade down with Kansas City, we only go down 4 picks, and maybe we can squeeze a late-round pick out of them. This is tough. Not Austin Jackson. He can only play left tackle. Okay. We are going to need a left tackle in like a year, though. I will say that. This is tough, guys. I like Isaiah Wilson. I like DeAndre Swift a little bit. I like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Biadaz, I think we can wait on him. I'm going to go ahead and take Isaiah Wilson, I guess. Or, well, okay. We're going to be picking again in a few picks anyway. Okay, receiver, running back, interior offensive line, defensive line. Okay, this is our last pick in the second round, guys. Devon Hamilton, interesting. Claypool, kind of interesting. We do need another defensive tackle, I know that. And I would personally feel more comfortable if we took a interior defensive lineman in the first couple rounds. So I'm leaning that direction. Some of these guards are kind of interesting. James Lynch is kind of interesting. Matt Hennessy, we can probably wait on him. Can we trade down? We can trade down 5 slots to with Carolina and maybe get a future pick. or, you know, a later round pick. This is tough, guys. I kind of like Devon Hamilton here, but maybe we trade down and we can get him anyway. What do you guys think? We need another starting caliber defensive tackle. You know, Jerron Reed is good, and I like Puna, but Puna is a two-down defensive tackle. I'm going to go ahead and take Devon Hamilton and play it safe. All right, all right. Third round, here we go, 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 yo, here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, it's our pick. We have the LSU running back. We have Matt Hennessy. Ooh, I really like Matt Hennessy. Logan Stenberg is here as well. So if I have to choose between Matt Hennessy and Logan Stenberg, who do you guys prefer? Spam it in the chat right now. Who do you guys like better, Hennessy or Stenberg? Well, let's reduce the draft down a little bit. Running back, interior offensive line, and DE. Jeremy Chin. I'm thinking Stenberg. But it's close. I like Hennessy too. I really like both those guys. I like them both. I'm going to go with Hennessy because we need a center more than we need a guard right now, I think. I'm going to take, where is he? Where did Hennessy go? Okay. Okay, so next pick, 133. Coming up in a minute here. Who are we going to have to choose from? So we need a receiver, running back, and that's kind of... Okay, guys, so let's try to get our hands on a receiver or running back with this pick. Of the guys listed here, let's take a look here. Okay. Anthony McFarland Jr., is that Booger's son? Does anybody know? Does Booger have a son who's declaring for the draft this year coming out of Maryland? Stop everything right now. Stop watching this idiot on the internet do a mock draft. Is Booger's son actually a running back? That's pretty weird because Booger was a defensive tackle. I feel like that doesn't happen that often. I scouted Gabriel Davis, and I liked what I saw. I think he might be at the top of my list. I like Gabriel Davis. I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger for Gabriel Davis. I haven't heard a ton about him, but when I scouted him out a little bit, I was pretty impressed with what I saw. Okay, so now we're picking at 144, and we still need a running back, and we might need more help on the line. We might need another edge defender. So let's take a look at running backs, and let's take a look at edge defenders. So I don't think... Ooh! Guys, Jonathan Greenard is here. We are in the 5th round, and Jonathan Greenard is here. Seems a little wild to me. I might have to jump on that just for the value. Ooh, A.J. Dillon is here as well. That's not bad either. Let's see here. I think I'm going to draft Greenard and try to get A.J. Dillon with the next pick. They're not related. Booger McFarland. There's another Anthony McFarland in the NFL entering the draft this year, and he's not related to the other Anthony McFarland. That's crazy. So I'm going to draft Greenard, assuming this thing ever loads. The heck? Okay. Okay, here's the pick we traded for when we traded down with the Colts. Eno Benjamin or AJ Dillon. I kind of like that. I kind of like one of those two. Eno Benjamin or AJ Dillon. Or I could trade down with Houston. I'm only moving down 11 spots. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I want to decide between Benjamin and AJ Dillon. I think I'm going to go AJ Dillon. We got one more pick. It's not going to come up for a minute, though. Ooh, I just saw a guy named Marino get drafted. Okay, last pick. What do we still need? Still need maybe some trench help, just, for depth and maybe cornerback depth. What the... Guys, did Trey Adams' draft stock take a gigantic... Okay, let's see here. We have... So if any of these names stick out to anybody, let me know. Trey Adams is tempting because I do not know why he's still available this late in the draft. If anybody has any inside information on why Trey Adams might fall this far, please let me know. That would make me pretty sad. Lamar Jackson, cornerback from Nebraska, is here. I think I'm going to go ahead with Trey Adams because we probably need 2 new tackles next year. So I'm going to go ahead and draft Trey Adams and call it good. I don't know how he's here, but far be it from me to not take advantage of other teams letting players fall too far. Okay, the simulator's being a little bitchy right now. Hold on 1 second. It should go any moment. Yeah, this mock draft has been a little glitchy, that's for sure. Dude, come on. Load, you piece of shit. Okay, thank you. All right, now we're just going to watch the draft wrap up, and we're going to see what Pro Football Focus thinks of our draft. Cornerback named AJ Green. Interesting. Okay, that's our mock draft, guys. So let's see what Pro Football Focus thinks. Okay, it really does not like Chason in the bottom of the in the top of the second round. Really does not care for Chason. Interesting. It likes Isaiah Wilson. It likes Devon Hamilton. It's lukewarm on Hennessy. It's pretty good with Gabriel Davis and Jonathan Greenard. It's okay-ish with Dillon and pretty positive on Trey Adams. It also thinks that we won our trade with the Colts. It thinks we win that trade 53% of the time. Gives us an overall score of 62.4. We're going to go ahead and document this. PFF. 100% PFF. Little needs, little value, less random. Okay, 34. I'm going to go ahead and document this. 59, Wilson, 64, Hamilton, 101, Hennessy, 133. Okay, that is mock draft number 2, guys. So let's see here. So guys, which mock draft do you guys think you like better? Our first one or our second one? If you guys don't remember our first one, I will try to help out with that. Here are our 2 mock drafts so far. Which one do you guys think you like better? All right. Let's see here. So it really does not like Chason. That's interesting. All right, so we're going to do one more draft with these settings, but we're going to do not random at all. So this is, okay, well, no, actually, I'm not going to do that because that's not realistic. So we're going to go back to, we're going to keep it on less random. We're going to keep it on less random because I think not random at all is not realistic. And then we're going to adjust our settings over here a little bit. We're going to go draft for needs. Yes. Care for positional value. Yes. So this will make teams address their needs a little bit more. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start this mock. No, start mock draft. Okay, the draft looks very somewhat different. Holy shit, Justin Jefferson went before my pick. Holy shit. Okay, we're going to reduce it down again. Wide receiver, running back, tackle, interior offensive line, D-line, edge defender. Okay. Let's give it a second to populate. Jordan Elliott, Julian Okwara, Brandon Ayuk, Denzel Mims, Muti, Jonah Jackson, KJ Hamler, Zach Bond, Cesar Ruiz. We have not taken Cesar Ruiz yet, and I think he's a very realistic possibility for us. We have also not taken Marlon Davidson yet, and I think he is also a realistic possibility for us. I am going to, let's see here. Ruiz is listed as a guard, but we know he can play center. So I'm tempted to draft Ruiz or trade down with Green Bay. I think I'm going to try to trade down with Green Bay. So I want to have 30. Let's go with, let's see if we can get that. Do you also want to have future picks? Are you willing to give up more than number 27? I might be willing to give up like 144. Let's see if I can spin something like that. Yes, okay. We have moved down 3 spots in the first round, and we have moved up a round and a half later in the draft. I kind of like that. And we didn't really lose anybody that I liked that much. So we're going to do the same thing here at number 30. We're going to... Okwara... Okay. Alex, I don't care who PFF likes. We're trying to make a good mock draft for our team. And Pro Football Focus is, quite frankly, going to get things wrong. So I'm going to take... Let's try Ruiz. Let's try to draft Ruiz and see how that goes. Okay, for some reason, PFF's mock draft simulator is taking forever. Okay, there we go. All right, draft is running. Okay, so now we need to think about these positions with our first pick in the second round. Huang, you think Green Bay would have bitten on that? Okay, maybe. We have Hamilton, Gross-Matos, Claypool, Hunter Bryant, still available at the bottom of the second round. Terrell Lewis, Trevon Gibson, Austin Jackson, don't like him really. James Lynch, don't trust him. Kind of interesting, though. Isaiah Wilson, still available. Huh. I think Isaiah, well, we've already taken Isaiah Wilson. I know there's somebody in my stream who hates Blacklock. I think it's Emmett. I think Emmett hates Blacklock, and he's infected me with his Blacklock hate, so I end up never taking him in these things. Okay, I think I'm going to take Isaiah Wilson. And this simulator is taking forever now for some reason. And we have another pick and a couple picks. So I think we are going to go with, let's see here. This might be a good place to take Gross Matos again. Although this is pretty similar to our first draft. It does have some critical differences. So I'm going to go ahead. I can either take Gross Matos or trade down with Carolina. Let's see what I can, if I can fleece Carolina. Okay, we have moved down 5 spots and picked up a later round pick. I like that. Cool, nobody I wanted went. Jordan Love went to Carolina. That's interesting. Okay, so now we can get Gross Matos in the 3rd round. I kind of like that. Ooh, guys, is this the time we take the LSU running back? Guys, I think this might be the time we try the LSU running back on for size. I like him. Emmett likes him. Quite a few people in my streams over the last few weeks have liked him. I think we're going to go with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Or I trade down with Kansas City. But it's only 2 spots, so I'm not going to get that much out of it. Yeah, let's go. Okay, 101. With pick 101, who do we want? Okay, so let's see here. I don't like Nick Harris. Don't really like Komet. James Lynch is interesting. I like Hennessy. Cam Akers, we don't need him now. We've already taken that. So actually, let's reduce things a little bit. Receiver. D line and edge defender. Huh. Nobody wants to trade down with me, by the way. Duvernay is an interesting option as well. This might be a little early for him, though. I think I'm going to go James Lynch just to throw a monkey wrench into things. Yeah, Duvernay is still there, James, but I think he'll be there at 113 as well. Is Raekwon Davis available? I don't see Raekwon Davis here. Lynn Bowden Jr. Somebody tell me about Bowden Jr. I don't know anything about him. I'm not familiar with him. James Glenn. Greenard is going to be available later in the draft as well. He's fallen really far every time I've done a mock on this site. I'm tempted to roll the dice with James Lynch just to mix things up a little bit. To see what pro foot, just to do something a little different. You know what? YOLO. I'm YOLOing it. Yo fucking low. All right. 113. Bowden is still available. I could take him. He's a little different from the other guys. So basically, it's either I take Bowden or Duvernay. I think I'm going to take Bowden this time. Well, James, I mean, did he not run the 40 because he was hurt, or did he not run the 40 because he knows his 40 time would suck? I need more context. So I'm going to go ahead and take Bowden this time because we took Duvernay the first time. Okay, we are now at 133. Does anyone want to trade down? No. Somebody in chat tell me about Leki Fotu. Oh, Davis was there and I missed him? Okay, I must have scrolled past him or something. Sorry, guys. I'll get him next time. Somebody tell me about Leki Fotu. I've heard his name come up a few times, and some people really like him. If I don't take him, let's see here. Kevin Dotson, kind of interesting. I don't hate that. Jonathan Greenard still here. Shane Lemieux still there. Antoine Brooks Jr. No, that's not the guy I was thinking of. No. Never mind. Okay, I'm going to take Fotu, I guess, this time. Our run defense does kind of suck. Okay, so we're not going to have another pick for a minute here, so we're going to go ahead and let all these new picks load. Besides. Ooh, Greenard already went. Okay, so he does usually go in that range in these picks. All right, last pick, guys. Okay, we already took a running back. Thaddeus Moss. Guys, what do you guys think about taking Thaddeus Moss with our final pick in the draft? We are probably going to need a tight end in a year or two because Greg Olson's not going to last. Disley might get hurt again. Trey Adams is still here, though. You know what? I'm going to take Thaddeus Moss. All right, and that's our draft. Okay, so that's the end of the draft simulation. Let's go ahead and see what Pro Football Focus thinks. Okay, it liked my draft a little bit more this time. It does not like Ruiz very much. It likes Isaiah Wilson, likes Gross-Matos, is okay with Clyde. It likes James Lynch. It's pretty good with my last three picks. It likes both trades I made. It likes this. Let's see here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and write this down as well. Yes, needs. Yes, value. All right. So I'm going to refresh this page real quick because I think that might be affecting the load times. All right. So we're going to go very fast. 100% PFF again. But this time, teams are going to draft for needs a lot, and they're going to care for positional value a lot. And we're going to stick with less random. We're going to try to keep the more moderate options. Oh, I'm an idiot. I hit refresh before I wrote down shit. Damn it. I'm an idiot. Okay, whatever. The video saved it. Okay, the video saved that draft, but I totally forgot to write that shit down. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to write it down later when I rewatch the stream. PFF, 100%. Okay. Needs a lot. Value, less random. Okay. So this time through, teams are going to draft for needs a lot, but they're going to value positional value a lot. All right. Less random. Start mock. No. Okay, this mock draft seems a little more normal. Man, Jalen Reagor always goes in the top 20. Look at these receivers come off this board, man. Holy shit. Okay, we have Jordan Elliott. We have Curtis Weaver. We have... Oh, wait. There we go. Load. Okay, Jordan Elliott, Curtis Weaver, Julian Okwara, Muti, Jonah Jackson. Ruiz is still here. Davidson's still here. Becton, Chison, Gallimore, but I think we can get Gallimore a little later, potentially. Okay, okay, so we have not taken Okwara yet with our first pick. Any big objections to taking Julian Okwara with our first pick? Let's take a look at trade down options real quick. Okay, nobody wants to trade down with me. They've learned their lesson about messing with John Schneider and those draft day trades, I guess. Okay, this time we're going to go with Okwara. I'm told Pro Football Focus loves him, so that should at least get us a good grade. Okay, let's try offering a trade just to see how it works. Okay, let's pause the draft. Pause, you piece of shit. Okay, the buttons just aren't working, I guess. Okay, whatever. Okay, we now have our first pick in the second round. Drop top. Teams go full retard when I put it on random. Okay, receiver, running back, offensive line, and defensive interior. Okay, guys, Neville Gallimore is still here. I know a lot of people in my chat like Gallimore. I kind of do too. What if we picked him? Any objections? I think that's probably the only reasonable move I can make. So we're going to go ahead and take Neville Gallimore. And that pretty much takes care of our defensive line. I mean, we've drafted a stud edge rusher and a stud interior lineman. So now we can focus on receiver, running back, offensive and offensive line. Okay. Who is Ben Barched? This guy, Ben Barched. I don't know his name, but he's always here in the second round. Chase Claypool, KJ Hill, DeAndre Swift, Zach Moss, Driscoll, Jonathan Taylor. Okay, do we want to trade down 5 spots with Carolina? I'm thinking we might do that. Let's try to trade down with Carolina. What picks do you want to have this year? 69, and let's try to get their next pick. Offer trade. All right, cool. We moved down 5 spots, and we still got a pretty decent pick later. And nobody I gave a shit about went in the draft. Okay, let's try Chase Claypool. I know Chase Claypool is a little controversial. I like Chase Claypool, though, so I'm going to go ahead and go with him. And we're going to take him. Gross Matos goes to Miami, number 70th overall. Kind of interesting. All right, we're picking at number 101. J.K. Dobbins, Matt Harrison. Matt Hennessy is here again. That's not bad. Cam Akers. I know some people in my streams really like Cam. Isaiah Wilson's still here at number 101. Bowden. Okay, Bowden's going to be here later, though. I don't know if I can pass up Isaiah Wilson, guys. This is tremendous value. We are in round 4, and Isaiah Wilson is still here. I think we might just have to go with that. I think so. Matt Pert just went, James Glenn. Matt Pert just went. Matt Pert went a handful of picks ago. I can't remember to who. I think. I know I saw his fucking name somewhere. Wait, where is it? I know he went somewhere. I just can't find it. Oh, Matt Pert went pick 100, and I have pick 101. So I'm going to draft Isaiah Wilson here. Okay, Lynn Bowden Jr. goes 110th overall, but we already took our receiver, so it's whatever. What do people in the chat think about Cam Akers? Because I'm thinking Cam Akers, Logan Stenberg, and Raekwon Davis are all interesting prospects. These 3 guys right here, I have to make a decision. Akers, Stenberg, or Raekwon Davis? What do you guys think? I like Stenberg, but he can't play center, so his flexibility is a little limited. Raekwon Davis is a great run stuffer, but we already took one of those earlier. And Cam Akers is a running back, which I'm not in love with, but has to be considered. This is tough, guys. I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go Stenberg. Oh, that's tough. Okay. Running back. Interior offensive. No, wait. Why? Okay, what are our options here? Lecky Fotu. I know some people really like Lecky Fotu. Or do I take Fotu or do I take Greenard? I think I'm going to go with. I like both. Shit. I am going to go with Fotu, and I'm going to hope Greenard is there later. Or pause, offer to make sure I get him. Let's see if I can offer up a trade. Let's see if we can give up both of our last picks to move up a few spots. I don't think. Okay, cool. Okay, now we've gotten Fotu, and we're getting. Where'd he go? Wait, did he go? God damn it. Wait. No, I took Fotu. Where's Greenard? I saw Greenard here. Let's go DL, or edge defender. Greenard. Okay. And that's all of our picks. What do you guys think of this draft, huh? Okwara, Gallimore, Claypool, Wilson, Stenberg, Fotu, and Greenard. So it's going to take a minute for the draft to wrap up, and then we'll see what PFF thinks. Okay, it's loading. No, James Glenn, I took Claypool. Come on, load, you sack of shit. Load. Wait, disconnected from the server? Okay, well, it looks like we're not going to get the PFF grades, but who gives a rat's ass what those people think anyway? 27, Okwara, 59. One, 3, Stenberg. Yeah, Claypool, his rep is all over the place right now, in fairness. Okay, so we're not going to get PFF grades, but that's our 4th draft. All right, so we're refreshed. Now we're going to mix things up a little bit. We're going to go 7 rounds, Seahawks, very fast, but this time we're going to go 100% public board. So what this is going to do is that it's not going to use the big board for what Pro Football Focus says. It's going to use the board that the public says. So let's see. Draft for needs, yes. Positional value, yes. Random, less random. Let's go ahead and try to use neutral settings this time. All right, guys. Ready, set. Claypool is not as fast as Metcalf, and Claypool's probably a little bigger than Metcalf, I think. No, start mock draft. Yeah, Yarley, it's giving me some issues too. Damn it. All right, so let's see where this leaves us. So this is going to be completely different, guys. Receiver, running back, offensive line, defensive line. Okay, so right off the bat, we could take Espinenza, Higgins, Ruiz, Raygor. Raygor isn't still here in this particular mock. I'm tempted to take Raygor because we haven't taken a receiver in the first round yet. I'm going to take Raygor. Why is everyone saying bye in the chat? Do you guys hate Raygor or something? I don't get it. All right. So now running back, offensive line, defensive line. Ooh, Okwara could be gotten in the second round in this mock. Ooh, I like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm thinking Marlon Davidson or Okwara. I think I like Okwara more. But I think it's got to be one of those two. We're going to draft Okwara. Now we need to draft some offensive linemen, I think. Isaiah Wilson. Well, okay. Actually, let's make sure. Well, we can still get Wilson with our next pick, Emmett. In fact, that's likely what I'm going to do. Unless somebody can convince me that Lucas Nyang is actually really good, and I just don't know about him. All right, I'm going to end up with Isaiah Wilson yet again. I do not hate this development at all. Wait, what? No. Oh, God. Fuck you. All right, so this simulator does start to lag after you use it for a long time. It has to be said. You know, props to PFF for making a pretty cool tool, but it is not perfect. Has to be said. do, 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 do. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Do, 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 do. Is Pert still available? I don't know if he is. Okay, damn it. Why is this taking forever? Thank you. So we still kind of need an interior defensive lineman. James Lynch is here again. The GOAT, I traded up in a previous mock draft. It's hard, but it does work. Ooh, Fotu. He's a little bit of a reach, but I do like Fotu. I think I have to get an interior defensive tackle here. A.J. Dillon, Benjamin. Emmett, it's basically a insult. It's a prerogative term towards people who are baby boomers. And millennials like to use it when they think boomers are being... It's pretty stupid, but it's made some pretty good memes, I can't lie. Ooh, should I take a running back this time? Should I take A.J. Dillon or Eno Benjamin? I like A.J. Dillon more, I think. Yeah, I'm going to take A.J. Dillon. Wow, Eno Benjamin's still here. What do you guys think of Darrell Williams? I scouted him a little bit, and I kind of liked what I saw. All right, let's mix it up. I'm taking Darrell Williams. I know a dude, I don't know him super well, but I do know him, who is super sprung over the Nico Lull girl, the OK Boomer chick. And I'm like, she looks like she keeps putting on makeup like to make herself look like she's 6 years old. What the fuck are you obsessed with? It's disgusting. Yes, Austin. Ooh, is this John Runnion's son? I could take John Runyon. Ooh, Zach Shackelford was actually an interesting prospect. I kind of like Zach Shackelford. I might just have to do that. He was a guy I scouted a little bit as being a late round pick. I'm going to go ahead and take Shackelford. Well, no, I already took a guard. No, can't do that. Maybe Jared Hilbers, but I already took a tackle as well. Okay, I don't love any of my choices here. I don't love any of this. We do need more than one tackle, though, so I'm just going to take John Runyon for the meme more than anything. Wow. Guys, we did it. Look at this. 97.3 for Rhaegar. 97.3 for Rhaegar. Okwara got an 86. 87 almost. Isaiah Wilson, 66. Solid. Fotu, 67. Solid. A.J. Dillon was okay. Darrell Williams was slightly above average, and John Running was slightly above average. We had a good draft. It loves Jalen Reagor. Wow. We beat PFF. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and move on from Pro Football Focus's mock draft because it's starting to crap out on me more than I like. And I don't want to lose a draft because of it. But this was a pretty good one according to PFF. PFF really liked this draft because it really liked Reagor. So we're going to move on to our next site. We're going to try the draftnetwork.com. And I used this one a little bit already. So we're going to pick the Seahawks. We're going to go with TDN's predictive board. We're going to go all 7 rounds, draft speed fast. How'd you like to draft? On your turn, you will be able to select a player to draft. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, here we are in the first round, 27th overall. I see Isaiah Wilson, Ruiz, DeAndre Swift, J.K. Dobbins, Antoine Winfield Jr., A.J. Espinoza. Should I take Espinoza because we haven't taken him yet? I think I like Espinoza more than I like Gross-Matos at this point. I don't love either, but I don't think we've taken Espinoza yet, so maybe we should go ahead and take him. Let's try it. Yeah, Cesar Ruiz goes with the very next pick. So very reasonable to take him in that general area. All right. Next pick, Claypool, kind of interesting. Lucas Nyang, don't need Devon Hamilton, Matt Hennessy, Curtis Weaver. Ooh, no, wait. Well, Okwara is still here. Michael Pittman. I really don't like Michael Pittman, but a lot of people do. T. Higgins. Ooh, what do you guys think of T. Higgins? I like T. Higgins a little bit. Raekwon Davis. He's ranked really high here. Maybe that probably makes the most sense. We should address the defensive line a little bit. Raekwon Davis. Clearly in this mock draft, he's going to go a lot higher. So we're going to go ahead and take Raekwon Davis. Not completely in love with it, but I like it. And we missed out on Matt Hennessy because of that pick, but nobody else I cared about. So now we can take T. Higgins. We can take Curtis Weaver. I don't think that makes a lot of sense, though. I think I'm going to take T. Higgins this time. I haven't taken T. Higgins yet. Curtis Weaver goes there. Jonathan Greenard goes way higher in this mock. Oh, whoa. Excuse me, guys. Rude. Matt Pert goes there. All right, so we're back up. Pick 101. Let's see. Cam Akers is still here. Antonio Gibson, Prince, Tego Wakunogo, Jake Fromm. Ooh, let's take Jake Fromm. Let's piss somebody off and take Jake Fromm. Here's Zach Moss, who we have not taken yet. Maybe we should take Zach Moss. Ooh, you know what? I like Zach Moss. That's not a bad idea, Emmett. I'll have to consider that. All right, we're back up again. We still need to address the offensive line. I've been neglecting the offensive line pretty hard because, you know, like I said in my video yesterday, we kind of kicked the can down the road on that. Fotu is still here. We might take Fotu. A.J. Dillon. No, we already took running back. James Lynch. Kind of interesting, but Michael Perrine. I'm going to take... We already took a receiver, so I don't want to take Bowden. I'm going to take Fotu. Fuck it. Okay, it's our pick again, number 144. Reggie Robinson II is an interesting cornerback prospect for us, I think. And even though we have good cornerbacks, it is very much in character for Pete Carroll to want to bring in a young one to groom. Reggie Robinson. All right, let's mix it up a little bit. We have one more pick. It's not going to come up for a minute. Yeah, I don't like Jonathan Taylor very much either. God, it takes forever to get to our last pick. All right. Jawan Jennings has fallen kind of far. Who are these people? Miles Bryant. Trey Adams is... Ooh. Trey Adams. He's got to be the pick. Trey Adams. The Giants took Shea Patterson in the 7th round. All right. There's our first draft on this site. What do you guys think? A.J. Epinenza, Raekwon Davis, T. Higgins, Zach Moss, Leki Fotu, Reggie Robinson II, and Trey Adams. We definitely deprioritized offensive line, which is okay because our offensive line should hold us for 1 year. But it's definitely putting us in a tough situation next year because we're going to have to replace so many offensive linemen at once. I'm not in love with this mock, but it's decent. I don't have a big beef with it. It seems all right. It definitely addresses our defensive line problems as well as I could, and it gives Wilson some new toys to play with. Okay. Well, let's see here. Okay, we're going to go ahead, exit this mock draft, and we're going to do a new one. Start a mock draft. We're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to do player rankings instead of predictive board. Normal, fast, manual. Okay. Okay, Kinlaw. Guys, do I even have to look at any of the other names? I have to take Kinlaw, right? He's here at number 27. I don't know how, but I have to take Kinlaw, right? I think I do. I think I'm just going to do it. All right, we're picking at number 59 now. We still need an edge defender. Josh Jones. Ooh. We have not taken Josh Jones in a mock draft yet, guys. I think this might be the time. Yeah, Josh Jones. I don't see how we can go wrong with that. And we're picking again in a second here. A lot of interior linemen went off the board between our picks, though. Ugh, okay. Okay. Okay, now what? Who is Van Jefferson? Does anybody know who Van Jefferson is? Uchi. We haven't taken Uchi yet. That's very interesting to me. Okay, so do we take Joshua Uchi or Terrell Lewis? Those are my choices, I think. Joshua Uchi or Terrell Lewis? We haven't taken Uchi yet, but we've only taken Lewis once. This site clearly likes Uchi a little bit more, but I think I like Lewis more personally. Sometimes they make it tough on you. I think I'm going to take Terrell Lewis. Yeah, Uchi goes 2 picks later, so the value's definitely in line. Oh, Jacob Eason goes to the Vikings. Okay, Ezra Cleveland. We already have a tackle, but we could use another, I guess. Anthony McFarland. Lecky Fotu always finds his way down here, but I don't think we're going to take him this time. Isaiah Wilson is still available in the third round? Really? We do need 2 tackles, so I don't hate that idea. And we're picking again in, like, not that long. Okay. Well, you know, Benjamin, Terrell Burgess. Ooh. Ugh. God, I would probably trade down, but this site doesn't let you trade down. This is not exactly something that I feel super comfortable about picking. Ooh, 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 ooh. We need a receiver. I guess we could take Chase Claypool, but that's kind of a reach. Everybody I would take here that I really like is kind of a reach, though, except for maybe Cleveland, and I don't know if I want to pick him. I want interior linemen, not exterior linemen. I don't need Fotu. We already got Kinlaw. I guess I'm just taking Isaiah Wilson. Do 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 do. All right. Duvernay just went to the Bills. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Ooh, Chase Claypool's still available. I think at this point in the draft, he has to be the pick. Gandy Golden is here as well. I heard his name yelled out a couple times. A.J. Dillon, we like him. I'm gonna go with Chase Claypool. We haven't taken a receiver yet. We need one. Thaddeus Moss goes to the Packers. Seems appropriate. Okay. Antoine Brooks, no. Okay. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna go A.J. Dillon. Not crazy, but it's not crazy about it, but it's fine. Wow, Logan Stenberg fell that far. If I knew that, I might have picked him in the 5th round instead. Oh well. Do. A lot of decent names come off in this 6th and 7th round. It reminds you that you can get good players late in the draft. Like some of these guys I really like. Okay, final pick of this mock draft. What are we going to do? We still could use some help in the interior of the offensive line. Could use a cornerback, I guess. Let's take Lamar Jackson. Cornerback of the future. Yeah, Yarly. I mean, we're going to have Greg Olsen for at least some games, you know. It's going to be a mismatch. All right, so this is our second mock draft on this website. I think I like the first one better, but let's take a look here. We did get Kinlaw. If we can get Kinlaw in real life, I'm going to have to take my pants off in the stream. because I am going to be streaming the draft. All right. Kinlaw, Josh Jones, Isaiah Wilson, tackles of the future, Terrell Lewis and Javon and Kinlaw, D-line of the future, Claypool and Dillon for toys for Wilson and Lamar Jackson. This is a pretty nice draft. Robinson went earlier in the draft, James Glenn. All right. So I'm pretty happy with that mock draft. All right, that's all we can do on this website. So we're going to move on to the next one real quick. So this is fanspeak.com. I don't know. I've never used this one before. How many rounds would you like to draft? We're going to do all 7. Which big board would you like to use? Okay. This one allows us to choose a big board from a whole bunch of different people. Holy shit. We have Kingdom Connection. We have Packer Report, Steeler Nation, Bleacher Report, Draft Utopia, Draftplex, Fanspeak Steve, Fanspeak Jake, The Brawl Network, CBS, Roto World, On the Clock, CBS Sports, Deep Fried, NFL Draft Diamonds, Draft Countdown, Draft Tech, Fanspeak, Whole 9 Sports, and Walter Football. Wow. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is we're going to start at the top, because the top have been updated the most recently. Like this one was updated today. So we're going to start there. Select team needs. Fanspeak Steve. We're going to go ahead and stick with that. Select difficulty. Let's go classic. Ready to mock draft. All right. Let's see how this goes, guys. Okay, this one's a little slower than the others, but it gives us more time to process things. This draft seems pretty reasonable to what it might be in real life so far. Somewhat. Not perfect, but seems okay. The Eagles never take a linebacker in the first round. Are you guys insane? Ooh. Okay, so what does that leave us with? All right, players available. Let's look at running backs. We do have DeAndre Swift. Receiver. The best receivers left are Chenault and Ayuk and Hamler. Not really enthusiastic about any of that. Tight end, no. Okay, offensive tackle. Jedrick Wills Jr. ranked very high on this. I don't think Jedrick Wills Jr. has ever fallen to me. Should I take him? Guard. I don't really like any of these guard prospects. Center. Biadaz. Ruiz. Ooh, this board does not like Ruiz as much as most sites, but he is here. Ross Blacklock, Gallimore, Espinenza. Espinenza and Gallimore, kind of interesting. Raekwon Davis, a little bit of a reach. Edge. Terrell Lewis. Okwara, Grossmatos, Uche. Not terrible. There's some options in there. Should I take Jedrick? He's never fallen to me before in any mock draft. I might have to do it. Isn't he supposed to be like a premium tackle prospect? I think I'm going to do it. All right. Can we trade up? I don't think so. Yeah, we can't really trade up or anything like that. Okay, yeah, next round. Austin Jackson went in the first round. Okay. Jacob Eason goes to the Steelers in the second round, so this draft is already kind of garbage. The Steelers are not taking Jacob Eason. I don't think they're going to take a quarterback yet. Okay, it's our pick again, boys. Cam Akers. Antoine Winfield Jr. Emmett, convince me to take Antoine Winfield Jr. even though we don't need a safety at all. Raekwon Davis. Marlon Davidson. Jonathan Taylor. Very realistic that we end up taking him in real life, so I might want to take him in this. Grossmatos. Wow, his stock is way down on this board. Josh Uche. Ezra Cleveland. Maybe I'll take Winfield this time just to throw a monkey wrench into things because I don't think we need a safety at all, but I like Winfield. I think he's a good player. I'm going to take him this time. We're going to pick again in a few picks anyway, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. Okay, we pick again. I'm thinking Raekwon Davis. We need some defensive line help. Next round. Okay, a bit of an oddball draft so far, but we do want to mix it up every now and then. All right, this is going to take a while to run. Jonathan Taylor goes in the 3rd round here. Muti goes in the 3rd round in this mock. Matt Pert as well. All right, we're picking 101 overall. We could get Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Zach Moss, Hennessy. I think I'm going to take I think I'm going to take the LSU running back, guys. Whose name I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce, assuming that we actually draft him. Because I do not know how to pronounce that name at all. I would love for Hennessy to somehow last my pick. I would trade up for Hennessy right now if this site allowed me to trade up. No, you fuckers. All right. Okay, let's take a look. What are our options here? Okay. Lecky Fotu, but we already have an interior defensive lineman. Shane Lemieux. So if this is our draft, we really need to sign Clowney and or Griffin, because I'm completely ignoring the that part of our team. I don't like Nick Harris. He's actually a good value here, but I don't really like Nick Harris very much. Shane Lemieux, maybe. I'm going to reach a little bit for Duvernay to make sure I get him because I like Duvernay. Hilaire. Okay, now we really need to get guard. Let's take Lemieux this time. Next round. I'm not liking this draft as much as our other drafts, mostly because we took Winfield Jr., but we had to mix things up a little bit. But I wanted to try to do something a little off unconventionally because we're going to be doing a lot of mock drafts, obviously. A.J. Dillon is still on the board. It's too bad I already took a running back. Wow, Stenberg goes really late in this draft. Stenberg goes in round 6. Interesting. I would have traded up for Stenberg if this site letted you trade up. let you trade up. I forgot how to use English. Okay, what do we like? What do we like? What do we like? Terrence Steele or Throckmorton. That's not bad. Keith Ishmael, not bad either. I don't really like any of these edge defenders, or I don't really know who any of them are. I'm going to take Terrence Steele. I like him. I scouted him out a little bit. All right, I don't think we have a pick in the 7th round, so this simulation's just going to, run. And then we're going to take a look at our final draft. I'm not sure I really like this one that much, but we all knew that we were going to have some substandard drafts when we started this thing. Go, 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 go. Ooh, Shackelford goes in the 7th round. All right. So we got Jedrick Wills Jr. in the 1st round, Winfield Jr. and Raekwon Davis in the 2nd. So we got a couple Alabama boys. Edwards-Helaire in the 3rd, Duvernay and Lemieux in the 4th, and Terrence Steele in the 5th. Not my favorite draft, but not bad either. I don't have a big beef with that. Okay, let's see here. Redraft. How many rounds would you like to draft? 7. Okay, so we're going to try another big board this time, I think. Team needs. Let's do user-voted team needs this time. Classic. Let's see how this changes things. Okay, this is an interesting mock already. I'm kind of liking this. Henry Ruggs is still available, and we're only a handful of picks away. I could have traded up, hypothetically, to get one of those guys. All right, Espinenza. Should I take Espinenza or Curtis Weaver? That's kind of my decision right now. I haven't taken Curtis Weaver yet, but I think I like Espinenza more. I'm going to take Espinenza and see where that leaves us. Okay, Raygor was on the board as well. He was another guy I would have considered taking. But I'm going to take Espinenza this time. I might take Jonathan Taylor this time if he falls to me, just because that's something that could realistically happen in real life. Antoine Winfield goes in the middle of the 2nd this time. Okay, guys. Cesar Ruiz. That's a good one. I like Ruiz. Davidson I haven't taken yet, but I'm not a huge fan of his. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Ruiz. That's the only pick here that makes any sense to me. Weaver sucks at run defense. Yeah, I kind of figured there was something not appropriate, not right with him. Okay, we're picking again. I might trade down if I had this option in real life, because I'm not in love with any of this. I could finally take Muti, but I already took Ruiz. But I think I'm gonna reach a little bit and get Muti. I haven't gotten Muti yet. I like him, you know. Reaching for Moody is the only way I can get him. Am I really going to get frickin' Clyde in the 3rd round? I might. Oh, no, there he goes. Oh, the Chiefs got him? Yeah, that's going to happen. Okay, I could get Marlon Dave. Okay. I think even though I'm not crazy about him, I could get Marlon Davidson or KJ Hill, I guess. Marlon Davidson at this point would be such a steal that I think I have to go for it. All right, so this draft has been all about filling the trenches. Can't be mad about it. But we have used our first 4 picks on linemen. So we have AJ Dillon swinging around. I'm thinking maybe we take him, maybe we take a receiver. I'm gonna have to take a look at what's available when it's our turn. Somebody in the chat said something about Tanner Muse. I don't know why we need a linebacker right now. If anything, we have too many linebackers as is. Ooh. We're in the 4th round, and I have the opportunity to draft Lynn Bowden Jr. I think I'm going to jump on that. I need to give Wilson some toys. All right, so I like this draft quite a bit, actually. We got Epinenza and Davidson for the defensive line, and we got Ruiz and Muti for the offensive line, and now we've gotten Bowden Jr., who is a receiver that has really piqued my interest lately. Okay, let's get our running back now. Oh, Tanner Muse is a safety? Okay. That makes it a little better. All right, one more pick. I'll check out Lynn Bowden, Emmett. I've heard a little bit about him lately to where I'm kind of interested now. So the only problem with this draft, in my opinion, is that we didn't address offensive tackle, but, you know, we've kicked that can down the road by picking up Shells, so I'm not mad about it. Ooh, we already got a center, though. I don't need him. I'm not loving any of my options here, to be perfectly honest. So let's just take Terrence Steele again. All right, I think this mock went pretty well. Epinenza and Davidson for the defensive lines, Ruiz and Muti for the offensive line, Lynn Bowden Jr. and A.J. Dillon for Wilson to play with, and then Terrence Steele to give us some tackle depth. We probably need to hit tackle a little harder than this because our 2 tackles right now are probably only available for another year, maybe 2 at most, but I did not see Andy Heck. All right, so that's our draft, boys. Epinenza, Ruiz, Muti, Davidson, Bowden Jr., Dillon, and Steele. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's view the most drafted players by team, just to see what people think the Seahawks are going to get. Cornerback Christian Fulton. Huh, interesting. I don't really know very much about Christian Fulton, and if we take a cornerback in the first round, I'm going to be very unhappy. Okay, let's see if we want to do one more mock draft on this site. So let's try Steeler Nation CJ Lester, because that one was updated 2 days ago. That's pretty reasonable. Let's do difficult this time and see what changes. Very true, Emmett. Very true. Yeah, I don't get that, Ori. I don't know. If we take a cornerback with our first pick in this draft, I'm not going to be very happy about it. I'll tell you that right fucking now. All right, what are we going to do with our first pick, boys? I could take Rhaegar, even though this big board doesn't like him very much. I'm going to take Rhaegar. There's something about Rhaegar that's just really appealing to me. I don't know what it is. I know we don't need a receiver that badly, but there's just something about Rhaegar that I really like. It's like a siren song in many ways. Jalen Hurts goes to Jacksonville in the second round. That's pretty out there. Jonathan Taylor, middle of the second round. God, this is freaking me out. Are we really going to take Jonathan Taylor with our first round pick? That's depressing as hell. Okay. Receiver. Back. Ooh, let's get Josh Uche this time. We haven't gotten Josh Uche yet. All right, and maybe I can get Matt Pert in the next round. Actually, I'm gonna hold out on Matt Pert and see if we can get him next. Let's get Lynch, Davidson, or Davis. I'm gonna get Davis. I don't know. I'm gonna get Davis, and then just bet on Jerron Reed being the dude to rush the passer from the interior. I don't care for Jonathan Taylor very much, but it's very possible we end up with him. Las Vegas Raiders take Jacob Eason. Okwara lasts all the way to the middle of the third round. Oh, we missed out on Matt Pert by a handful of picks. I kind of wanted to get Matt Pert this time. Ooh, Logan Stenberg. He's a dude that I keep missing on. I think this is the time, guys. I think I'm taking Stenberg. Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah. Okay, Lecky Fotu just went to Arizona. He's a guy who I end up with quite often. So, yeah. All right. Ooh, Matt Hennessy, guys. I think this is destiny. I think me taking Matt Hennessy right here to be the center of the future is destiny, and Stenberg's the guard of the future. Ooh, Charlie Heck is in this mock draft, Emmett. He's right here. 142. I might be able to get him a little later, though. I'm going to take Matt Hennessy there. I really like Hennessy. Jake from State Farm goes to Pittsburgh in round 4. Yeah, I think there's a very good chance we get Lecky Rodriguez, Manuel Rodriguez. Oh, we're back on the clock. Okay. A.J. Dillon, very possible pick. Oh, Charlie Heck. Okay. I think A.J. Dillon is going to have to be the guy here. Yeah, I like Necky a lot too. Manuel, I get him a lot in these mocks, but the last couple I haven't. Ooh, Calvin Throckmorton. I don't love Calvin Throckmorton. If I could get him, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to, but if I could, that would not be so bad this late in the draft. All right, yeah, he just went in the 5th round, late in the 5th. All right. All right, so we've got a receiver for Wilson, a big-time receiver. Got some defensive linemen, some interior offensive linemen, a running back. The only need that we still really need to address, in my opinion, would be offensive tackle. Obviously, you're not going to really address it at this point in the draft, but that's positionally kind of the thing that I would consider. Or cornerback, I guess. But the only cornerback I know of... Okay, Reggie Robinson is gone. I don't know if I like any of these guys. I don't know any of them. Oh, Clark, Alex Taylor. I don't think I know any of these names off the top of my head. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really... Miles Bryant from Washington playing safety. I'll just take him, whatever. I don't really care for any of my options at that point in the draft. So, all right. We're just going to sim through this real quick. But this is our draft, guys. Raygor, Uche, Raekwon Davis, Logan Stenberg, Matt Hennessy, A.J. Dillon, Miles Bryant. I actually like that draft a lot. Only concern is Uche, I don't know a ton about, but I like that draft a lot. I think A.J. Dillon could really be something, and I like that way better than spending a first rounder on frickin' Jonathan Taylor. All right. So that's all we're going to do on this site. We're going to move on now. We're going to try the PFN, the Pro Football Network Mock Draft Simulator. Sim speed, fast, 7 rounds. Okay, we're just going to jump right in, looks like. Wow, it moves very quickly. But you can propose trades. We're going to have to play with that later. Okay, we're picking at number 27. Cesar Ruiz, very reasonable pick. DeAndre Swift, Ezra Cleveland. So this site likes Ezra Cleveland quite a bit. I don't know. Ooh, Raygor. I might have to get Raygor again, guys. I have a man crush on Raygor for some reason. I can't help myself. Yeah, I'm taking Raygor. We're going to do this more than once anyway. All right, now we're here in the second round. DeAndre Swift, still available. Emmett, tell me about DeAndre Swift. I trust you on running backs. I'm going to look through here. Gallimore, not bad. Hennessy, a little bit of a reach. Gabriel Davis, I like him. Tyler Biadasz, Bowden, but we can get him later. Okay, okay. Raekwon Davis is another reasonable pick here to make. I don't think I want to trade down out of this pick. There aren't that many guys here that I'm excited to get with the second round pick, unless I could only trade down like a couple spots. I'm not taking an outside linebacker, Hwang. Are you crazy? No offense if you actually are like actually crazy, but I'm not taking an outside linebacker. Why do so many mock draft sites have the Steelers taking Jacob Eason? That doesn't make any sense. All right, I'm going to take DeAndre Swift this time because it's something we might actually do, and I need to account for that. All right, now I can take Raekwon Davis, I guess. Okay, wait. Here's the question. Raekwon Davis or Neville Gallimore? Which interior defensive lineman would I rather have, Raekwon Davis or Neville Gallimore? I'm going to have to think on that for a moment. I think I like Gallimore a little more. Davis might fill the need a little better. This is tough. I think I like Gallimore a little more, though. All right, 101. Matt Pert. We have not taken Matt Pert yet. Maybe it's time, guys. I think it's time to take Matt Pert. Oh, Lecky Fotu went one pick before me. Not that I necessarily would have taken him, but tragic. Okay, we already took a running back. We already took a receiver. Interior offensive lineman. Did we already take one of those? Or an edge defender, I guess. No, I don't like any of these edge defenders here. Yeah, I don't really like anything here. Let's trade down. God, this gives you too many options. Ugh. Ooh, what should I do? Ooh, well, no, I already took a receiver. I can't do that. Ooh, you know what? Let's YOLO it. Let's get Hunter Bryant. Let's go. Let's fucking go, people. YOLO. Solomon Kinley. We haven't gotten him yet. I like him. I'm going to take Solomon Kinley. All right, last pick coming up. Last pick coming up. Kevin Dotson. Interesting. Tanner Muse, safety. All right, somebody gave Tanner Muse a shout out earlier, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take him because this is our YOLO draft anyway. So, first draft on this site, Jalen Reagor, DeAndre Swift, Neville Gallimore, Matt Pert, Hunter Bryant, Solomon Kinley, Tanner Muse. That's a little unconventional, but I like it, you know? Reagor and Swift going to make our offense elite. Matt Pert going to be a solid prospect to replace either Shell or Brown next year. Solomon Kinley, interesting interior depth. Hunter Bryant, you give him a year, holy shit. And Tanner Muse, I don't know, I heard something good about him earlier. All right, guys, got to take a short break. We've been at it for 2 hours now. I will be back in about 10 minutes, maybe a little less. So, talk amongst yourselves for about 10 minutes. I will be back and we're going to finish this up. All right. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so I'm pretty sure that's basically all we can do on this website. Yeah, it doesn't give you very many customizable options. We could do more trades, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to jump to the next one. Be the GM with our 2012 NFL Mock Draft Simulator. This is NFL Mock Draft Database. So we are going to be the Seahawks, of course. Where are we? We are. Okay, fast. Manual. Select what type of draft you'd like to have. Aggressive. Select what type of training you want. Strict, relaxed, free for all. Name your mock draft. Optional. No. All right. Let's see what we can do. Wow. Did you guys see that? They took Tua. The Bengals took Tua. All right. We are on the clock. Extravaganza. Don't really like Gross-Matos in the first round. T. Higgins. Interesting. DeAndre Swift. Kind of interesting. Raygor. I keep taking Raygor in the first round. Shayat. Maybe this time I need to take Extravaganza. I don't know, guys. I do not know. I do not know. Let's take Raygor. I can't resist. He's too sexy. Oh, I almost could have gotten Swift. Now I can get Uchi or Okwara. I think I like Okwara more. Yeah. Let's just go with that. Ooh, Greenard's ranked way higher on this site. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, I could get Muti. God, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to get Muti. Probably need an interior defensive lineman. Ooh, okay, we're in the third round now. I could take Hunter Bryant again. Zach Moss, though, is probably more reasonable given that, you know, team needs being what they are. I'm going to go ahead and take Zach Moss. I like Moss. Okay, so now we need to think about interior offensive line and exterior offensive tackles, basically. So offensive tackles. Charlie Heck. We haven't taken Charlie Heck yet, and I know some people really like him. We need I'm going to take Charlie Heck this time just to mix it up. We're going to be picking again in a second here anyway. Is Khalil Davis supposed to be good, the defensive lineman from Nebraska? I feel like I've heard that name quite a bit. I think I'm going to go with that. Raygor, Okwara, Muti, Moss, Heck, Khalil Davis, and one more in a second here. Miles Bryant. So what are we missing? I guess our defensive line is kind of beat up, but I'm going to take Reggie Robinson. I like Reggie Robinson. That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I really needed an interior defensive lineman. All right, so that's our first mock draft on this site. Let's see if we can play with the settings a little bit. Fast, manual. Okay, let's be chaotic. Jordan Love went number 6 overall. That's pretty fucking chaotic. All right, we're on the clock. Esperanza, Grossmatos, T. Higgins, A.J. Terrell, DeAndre Swift, Raygor again. I think this time we're going to take Esperanza. And I can click pause at any time to trade up. Ooh. Let's trade. Let's try it. Tampa Bay. Let's get their current pick. Let's see. Yes, it worked. Okay, DeAndre Swift or Jalen Raygor. Wait, what? Is it frozen? Yeah, Raygor goes right after my pick. And I still have 64th overall. All right, let's see if we can mix. Ooh, Matt Pert. A little bit of a reach, though. Lucas Nyang from TCU. That would be a nice little steal here. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. Lucas Nyang. We haven't gotten Lucas Nyang yet. Edge, OT. Okay, we need interior defensive lineman. All right, we haven't gotten James Lynch in a while, so I'm thinking him, but let's scroll through these options real quick. Let's get Lynn Bowden Jr. actually this time because we haven't gotten a receiver yet. All right, we can still get James Lynch right here, which I'm going to do because we need an interior defensive lineman. And what else? Reggie Robinson, I guess. Let's do it again. I don't really know or care for any of the QBs who are available late in this draft, Emmett, except for maybe Tyler Huntley. All right, so I think that's all we can get out of this site. All right. This is walkthemock.com. So we're going to do a vanilla draft because that's all we can do without giving them money, and I'm not going to give them any money. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty bare bones draft, but that's fine. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. So we're only going to do one on this site because there's not a lot of customization available on this site. So we're going to go running back, fullback, or receiver, running back, offensive line, defensive line. Okay, we could get Becton this time. We've only gotten him once before. Curtis Weaver. I'm not crazy about Curtis Weaver. Lloyd Cushenberry. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and get the value of Becton, I think. Ooh, are we going to get DeAndre Swift? Aw, almost. Almost. Miami took DeAndre Swift. You know, I do like KJ Hamler, and he's here, and we have not drafted him yet. I might be tempted. I really like KJ Hamler. I think he would fit in really well. You know what? Let's do it before I change my mind. We haven't taken him yet. Okay, and now we need defensive linemen. So Raekwon Davis, early clubhouse favorite. I don't know much about Rashard Lawrence or Anfernee Jennings. Yep, okay. I think we are going to go ahead with Raekwon Davis. So we end up with Raekwon Davis quite a bit. But I like him. I think he's good. And before anyone asks, you cannot make trades on this site unless you subscribe to their premium account. Ooh, Muti. Muti in the late in the third round. Holy shit, I have to jump on that. That's too good to pass up. I'm taking Muti. On the clock. We already have a receiver, defensive line. Okay, Matthew Pert. We do need more than one tackle. Ooh, Stenberg. We already have a guard, though. Ugh. I don't love the way this draft is going in the bottom half, I gotta be honest, but I think I'm going to take Pert. On the clock. Okay, edge. Do we have any good edge players left? I don't know any of these guys. Yeah, the edge players flew off the board. I don't think I can get good value on any of these guys right now. Ooh, James Lynch. Ooh, I think I have to do it, even though he's a weird one. All right. Who's left? All right, I think we're finally maybe going to take a backup quarterback with this pick. We have not taken a backup quarterback, but it's either Tanner Muse or Tyler Huntley. I think I would rather have Muse, but I've taken Muse a couple times. So let's take Tyler Huntley. All right, so that's our draft on this site. Mekhi Becton, first pick. KJ Hamler, who I like. Raekwon Davis, solid. Muti, I'm really high on Muti. Matthew Pert, not bad. James Lynch, controversial, but I'm interested in him. And then we have Tyler Huntley. So not my best draft, but not bad. All right, so that's the only one we're going to do on that site because that site has limited options. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at firstpick.com. This is the last site we're going to use today, boys. I thought I already did this. Change. Okay, new draft. Let's see what this is. Going to be the Seahawks. Selecting back. Okay, let's see. Seattle Seahawks. Okay, this is a weird looking format. Okay, how does this site work? So I can trade down with Dallas or Denver, or let's see here. Okay, I don't really like any of these tackles, except maybe Josh Jones. Ruiz is okay. Change position. Defensive end. Curtis Weaver. I'm not crazy about him. Gross Matos is still available as well. Check D tackle. No, not blown away with any of that. Let's check receivers. Ugh. I am not in love with any of the shit I'm seeing right now. I'll tell you what. Ugh. This mock draft is not going to go well. I do not like these choices. I'm going to take Josh Jones just to mix it up. Skip to my pick. Okay. Best available. Okay. Second round. What are we doing? Muti is an option. Davidson is an option. I'm going to take Davidson. Again, we want to mix things up every now and then. Skip to my pick. Ooh, we can get Muti again. Best value remaining. Okay. Ooh, Antonio Gandy Golden. I think this might be the time we get Gandy Golden, guys. I'm going to do it. Okay, now we kind of need an edge rusher. Yeah, I don't really like the way this mock is going. This is not really playing out to my advantage. I might trade down. I don't really like any of this. Okay, A.J. Dillon's a pretty good one. I'm going to get A.J. Dillon this time. Ooh, Lecky Fotu. Yes. All right, we got 2 picks left. Aaron Fuller's actually supposed to be drafted. I did not think that. Need some kind of edge. Ugh. The edge is so weak in this draft. I hate it. Okay. Is there any good value that I actually like? Not really. I'm going to get Thaddeus Moss, whatever. Yeah, Emmett, that's not surprising. Okay, last pick. I don't know. Reggie Robinson. All right, our score is 36,000. Not bad. All right, guys. So that completes my video today. We did about, how many different mock drafts do you guys think we did? 20? We burned through about 20 different mock drafts today. We looked at, receivers first. We looked at offensive linemen first, defensive linemen first. We drafted running backs early. We drafted running backs late. We drafted receivers late and early. We did all kinds of different stuff. We came up with a bunch of different permutations. We did some trades. Basically, I just wanted to run through various simulations. The one thing I never ended up with Jonathan Taylor because I can't bring myself to take Jonathan Taylor, even though I think it's very possible that we will end up with him. So, that's about all I can do today, guys. I have to get going. I have some things to do. We've been at it for about 2.5 hours. Hopefully you guys had fun in this stream. Hopefully we learned something. Hopefully you guys saw something you liked. Hopefully if you saw something you liked, it ends up playing out um, um, in a few days in the actual draft. But hopefully between all these different mock drafts, you found at least a few things that you liked and a few scenarios that you would be comfortable with. All right, I am going to get out of here. Go Hawks. Hope everybody had a good time. And yeah, a little bit more draft content will be coming out before I am done. But this is kind of my mock draft extravaganza. Peace out.